Authorities say a man's in custody following an incident in Milford this morning.
The Penobscot County Sheriff's Office says a female victim went to the sheriff's office around 8:45 this morning to report a threatening incident. While responding to Milford, deputies found out the man involved had left the home and was in a vehicle.
Multiple agencies put up a perimeter around the home. A Milford school went into a light lockdown as additional deputies were posted at the school and a daycare that was close by.
Officials say they later located the man at the County Road Market and took him into custody. We spoke to both neighbors and Penobscot County Sheriff Troy Morton for more details.
I was sitting at Freshie, saw all the cops flying by, got curious and started looking into it, and I guess some guy was either running from the cops or came here, but I guess 15 shots went off here.
There were different times that shots were fired, and where exactly that occurred and when that occurred will be part of the ongoing investigation. Obviously, the situation was very concerning based on the information that was reported by the victim, and then also information that we were able to view through a camera system that allowed us brought great concern to the deputies and those investigating.
We're told the man was not armed at the time of his arrest. His name is yet to be released.